Ooh, that is a lot of snow. Okay, welcome back everyone. It is early morning, very early morning. So it's moving day though. We've got a lot going on. We've got to pick up the truck, load the truck, clean the apartment, do everything today, and we got to leave today too. So we got a 700-mile drive, and because of that, can't come back. So everything has to be done by today, and we've got a few steps before we can actually start loading anything up. So first problem is the parking on the street is grim. There just really isn't, and you got a fire hydrant there and room for one car, and you can't park down there because of a sign there, and those guys got tickets because of it. So the only thing I can do is put the moving truck here. I can't get it in the backyard because we got an awesome tunnel, and basically anything taller than my Jeep is not going back there. So what I did something I never do, is I put both of our cars on the street to hold the spot, but I've got to get my trailer on the Jeep, move the Jeep forward, take place of the car, and then take the car so we can go get the moving truck and come back and move everything again. That's what we've got to do right now. And on top of all of this, it is starting to snow. It's been snowing all week, and I thought it was going to break up. Weather report was kind of iffy, but it definitely looks like we're in for some snow now, and it is currently snowing now. So let's get to it. Let's get the trailer hooked up and get all this stuff moved around, and hopefully no one takes a spot while I'm doing that. So that's done. I don't like parking like that because, you know, you're parking like a butt and taking up space, but it's the only thing I can do. It's the only thing I can do. If I don't do it, then I won't have room to park the truck somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's so much bigger. So I have a funny story about this real quick. So this is actually kind of funny. That truck back there is a 26-foot truck. We paid for a 22-foot truck and a dolly. When we got there, they said, oh, we don't have a 22-foot truck. All we got is the big 26-foot truck. Okay, I guess that works. Luckily I can fit it over here, right? And then the other thing they tell me is we don't have a dolly. I was like, oh great, I got to tow a car, what am I gonna do? And he said, well, they sent us a trailer instead. So I got a bigger truck, and I got a whole trailer for the price of the smaller truck, and just a regular like dolly. That's sweet. Okay, let's get to loading this thing. Stairs in our next apartment, please.
If we can help it. No more second floor.
Oh, yeah, preferably that one. So it's 2 o'clock and snowing now. We're getting pretty close. I've been bad about filming like today just because we've been so busy, but I want to say we're 90% done. We have a little bit more stuff to get out of the apartment, and then it's just some cleaning up that you have to do. But we're doing good. We are definitely running out of energy though. Yeah, it is. That's about it, and then we'll clean and get out of here. But yeah, moving from the second story, it's gonna be a little bit harder if the snow gets any harder than it is. It took forever, but we are finally hooked up. And let me tell you, Penske, while I love that you gave me a bigger truck and a bigger trailer, well, I don't love the bigger truck, but I love the trailer. You need to do a little maintenance on your trailer, a little difficult. Yeah, it's got a little usage issues. Anyway, finally all hooked up. I had to lift on the back of her car to get it actually high enough to clear the trailer situation there. But we're all good, and I think we're gonna get something to eat and now head out because We're tired, we're loaded,
Here we go.
and we need food really bad. So let's get on the road. Yeah, this is totally what we want. I think we're gonna stop for the night pretty quick here. All right, so we are in Wendover right now. We drove what we consider pretty far last night. We stopped at like 1:30 in the morning and just got a hotel room because we just got way too tired, so we had to stop, which was to be expected. We left pretty late. Anyway, the truck it's doing okay. The driver's side door sucks. It's like not sealing all the way. I can actually stick 2 fingers between the door and the seal, so I get a rattling, windy door as I'm cruising along down the highway, which is a lot of fun. One thing though, I'm really proud of Helen. She's doing really awesome. She's actually in the store right now. I'm kind of watching over the vehicles, but she's driving the Jeep and towing with it for the first time ever, and she's doing a fantastic job. And it's kind of windy. Hopefully it's not blowing the mic too much. And we drove through a little bit of snow and stuff last night. Not anything too crazy, but you know, if you've never towed before, it can be a little challenging. So I'm really proud of her for doing it, and she's doing great. She has no problem. She's not scared or anything. She felt really comfortable, so that's really good to know. Maybe all those off-roading trips where she drove helped. Anyway, we're gonna push on today and see. We're gonna head from Wendover towards Ely, then from Ely to Tonopah, and then back, and then through the Death Valley route is the way we're going into California, just to stay away from the 15 since we're towing with the Jeep, and the Jeep can really only do about 60, 65 reliably anyway, and since we're towing and stuff, it's just, we like it better this way. We avoid traffic and the drive is more scenic. You know, we're kind of going the general that way direction, so it'll be pretty. We got a little mountains to go over, but I think we're gonna like it. Anyway, so we'll get all set up here and we'll get going. Like something off of an antelope or a deer or something weird. They're really cool power lights though. One more grade to do. It's the bigger grade actually. I forget the name of it honestly, but it's when you drop from, if you're going west, you're gonna go from Death Valley to Panamint Valley. And it'll obviously have the sign on it, what the name of the grade is, but it escapes me the name of the peak up there. But it's the worst of the two that we're gonna do. Let's see what this guy's doing. You alright? You okay? You're good?
I'm good.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just hiking at night? Okay. Don't need any help. big grade. All right. Very little left to do to get to where we're going. Pretty much just a flat road after this. Man, it's gorgeous out here. So quiet. All right, so I just want to take a minute and thank you guys for watching. I know this video has been disjointed, but I just want to do some explanation of what's going on and what kind of happened and why the video isn't as good as it probably should have been. So we had to be out of the apartment in one day. We had one day to load the apartment, clean the apartment, do the final walkthrough, and we had to get on the road since we had nowhere to park the truck. Even a smaller truck, we would have got one. There was just nowhere to put it. So that's what we had to do. And we ran into a few problems, as you always do when you move. If any of you have moved long distances, you'll know it never goes perfectly smooth. Even if you have someone moving for you, it never happens. So the day we went to go get the truck, I ordered a 22-foot truck. My reasoning being was the 20 and the 22 and up would tow the trailer. The 20 was gas, the 22-foot was diesel. I thought the 2 extra feet would be nice just so you didn't have to pack so hard. And the also being diesel was going to be better. It's going to get a little bit better gas mileage going down the road, a little cheaper to run. And then the power too, because we had a few passes to go over when we went through Death Valley, right? So like Towns Pass is 9% grade for 9 miles, so it's no joke. That pass is pretty gnarly. And so I knew that being diesel, we we're just going to have that much more power, that much more towing ability to get up and down those mountains. And I was totally right. Especially towing the car and everything. So we get there, we go get the truck. They don't have the 22-foot truck. They give us the 26-foot truck for the same price. The first problem with that is, as I showed you, we didn't have very much space in front of the apartment, and that 26-foot truck took up the entire spot. And I was lucky, I was smart enough to put the Jeep in the trailer and park not very nicely on the road, which I don't like doing. I like giving as much space as possible so that other people can park, since there's not very much parking in that area. But it took up the entire spot. But we figured that out, so we were okay with that bigger truck. But the second issue we ran into was the trailer, which ended up being a little bit more problematic in general. But the other issue is they didn't have the dolly that I wanted, because I was trying to keep the length short so we could park the whole thing. Instead, they gave us a trailer. The trailer for the same price as the dolly, which again was nice, because the trailer is like 2.5 times the price or 3 times the price of the dolly itself. But it became a length issue. You know, we couldn't do anything with the trailer on the truck. The truck was already pushing it as far as how big of a thing we could park. So we ended up leaving the trailer at the Penske dealer, and then packing the entire truck, doing the full walkthrough and everything, driving the rig and the trailer, or driving the rig and the truck and the car over to the trailer, getting the trailer on the truck. Penske doesn't help you load anything. They won't touch anything. If there's a problem, they'll come out and look at it, but they are like totally hands off when it comes to loading trailers or hitching them up. So we went out there, we hitched it up. It took like an hour to hitch it up because the trailer wouldn't lock onto the ball. And so I had to get them to come out, and they fiddled with it for about 20 minutes and started hitting it with hammers and stuff, and finally got the lock to release so I could get it on the ball. And then once I got it on the ball, I got it all put on, and then I got the car on the trailer, and they said it would fit, and it kind of did. The car going on the trailer was a little bit too low, so I eventually had to pick up on the back bumper and just lift the car about 1/2 inch while Helen drove forward, which is actually kind of a funny sight if you think about it. And to get it on the trailer properly. So we did. We strapped it all down, and we kind of left. We left Salt Lake around like 9 o'clock, 9:30, after we got something to eat, since we haven't eaten since like the morning. And then got on the road and stopped in Wendover, and it was rough. So there was a lot going on. We were exhausted the entire time. We did all of that on our own upstairs and all that stuff. And it's not a sob story. It's just a lot. Moving sucks. It never goes right, and it's hard. And we're glad to be out here. We're not really city people. Never have been. And the peace and quiet and the space to just kind of live how we want to live is what we're after. So for you guys, a few things coming up in the works here, if you're even still watching, is of course we are still going to work on the Jeep. It's what we do, and I have a few things that are coming up that are really cool. So one of those things that we're gonna do is we're gonna still work on minimizing gear and getting this thing lighter and more organized inside. But because I have my welder, we can now build a few things that I've been thinking would be really nice to have, a few little unique objects inside there. So we're going to do that. Also, that building that looks like needs a little bit of a paint job in the background, we are going to convert that to a little shop. So that'll be nice. It's nothing crazy, nothing you know, huge or anything you can really drive a vehicle in, but it's going to be a little shop that we can get the vehicles near and work on. And if you want to see that, let me know, or hit a thumbs up or do something like that, and I'll film the full conversion of that thing into a shop. So if not, then I'll just convert it to a shop, and you guys will see me one day working on the Jeep in that shop, probably. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, sorry for the just disjointed video, but it just had to get everything set up and had to get moved and stuff, and it took a little longer than we thought, and I anticipated that and tried to do the best I could. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.